Welcome inside the next Source Center in Sylvan Lake, Alberta. The Sylvan Lake Wranglers are taking on the Three Hills Thrashers. They're back here at home in Sylvan Lake, trying to get out the schneid. They started out hot, since have not been that great. Shea Herbert starting for the Sylvan Lake Wranglers. Greg Poles back in between the pipes for Three Hills after he had a night off on Tuesday. Three Hills trying to keep pace at the top of the division. Three teams right now sit atop the North Division with 16 points. Three Hills, Mountain View, and one more team that I can't think of right now. And there's Brett Weston. Far side scores. Braden Weston makes it 1-0 Wranglers. 31 seconds in. This puck gets turned over by Tom Vanderlind, and the Wranglers make good on that turnover. And the game is half a minute old, and Braden Weston has scored for Sylvan Lake. It was Airdrie also at the top of the division. Don't know why I missed that one. But nonetheless, Sylvan Lake comes into this one in the final play. Just as, meanwhile, Spiller got a real good opportunity away. Herbert made the save. Final playoff spot occupied by Sylvan Lake. 3-3, 1-1. They're tied with, they're 3-4, 1-1. 11 points. 1 point back of, we're 1 point back of Red Deer. Red Deer, though, the victory at Rocky Mountain House jumps to 15 points. Now 1 point back of Stettler. Stettler later on tonight in Airdrie, so we'll see how that goes. Braden Weston now to Ryder. Goes into the middle. Braden Weston shoots it, looking for his second of the game. Shooter tied up, far side corner. Tom Vanderlind digs it out. Now here come the Three Hills Thrashers. Dylan Shooter on the far side. It comes to Spiller. Spiller cannot get a shot away. And now it's going to be tied up far side, half boards kicked into the corner. Gathered here, and Optendries will try to get this one up and out for the Wranglers. Can't do so far. Optendries still in control over to Braden West. Yeah, it is Braden Weston. Got it in deep, but Hanger finds Newsham off the bench. Ty Newsham over the line. Knocked off the puck, McCubbing. He gets it to Hanger, and Hanger will carry in, but drops back off for Tom Vanderlind. Vanderlind now got it to Jesse Morrison. Morrison took a bump. It's going to come instead to Jackson Ryder. Ryder, he nearly lost it, but he maintains control. Knocked off the puck. It comes to Newsham. Newsham spins away. Newsham over to the far side. Taken away, though, by Bowden Ryder. And here come the Sylvan Lake Wranglers. Ryder to Optendries. Shoots! Stopped by Poles. Kept out. And Poles kept it alive. Now back comes, this is Riley Griffith. Griffith trying to center it in front. Held up along the wall. Taken away by Tate Optendries. And Optendries will come out the far side into the middle now for Brett Weston. Brett Weston's knocked off the puck. Now it comes to Zane Bennett. Bennett in over the line. Bennett, far side. Weston snaps it high and wide. Bennett now top of the circles. Trying to dig this one out. Three Hills can't. Playford comes in. Got a shot away. Didn't get all of it. And Greg Poles will cover this up. As Poles had to make a big stop there on Tate Optendries. 6 minutes and 17 seconds gone here in the first period. This puck will be sent in deep. It'll go down low. And Sylvan Lake played against Three Hills earlier this year. And Sylvan Lake won that one. So this is the grudge match here in the final game of the season series, as Cody Wold will come back out. Wold trying to get this over to the far side, can't. And now here comes a chance for Bowen. Bowen to Garrity, fires it, got blocked, and went wide. Tied up in the far side corner, trying to dig this out, Peyton Wright. Right to Garrity up top. Garrity now to Kungle. One-timer, Kean Bowen. Blockered away by Greg Bowles. Now it's going to come to Kyle Gray, and Gray will start out of his own zone. Gray trying to get around Cody Wold. Cannot do so. As it's going to come loose for Peyton Wright, and Wright will start back inside his own zone over to the near side and come outside of his zone. Now trying to get in offensively. Puts it in deep. It's gathered by Gray in the near side corner. Gray's tied up by Garrity. Kicked loose over to the far side. Now it's for Phillips. He takes a hard hit, but it comes up to Thomas Campbell. He's inserted freshly into the lineup in this one. Peyton Wright's going to try to get this one in. Can't do so. Taken away by Brian Beaulieu. But it's going to come to Cody Phillips. Phillips, he comes in over the line. Stops up. Looks in front. Finds Cody Keith. Keith now to the line. Phillips. Now Brendan Shearman. Fires. Scores! Brendan Shearman! Off the bar and in. Shearman red hot of late. That's his third goal in his last 2 games. Cody Phillips from Cody Phillips and Cody Keith, will get the assist. What a shot from Brendan Shearman off the bar and in on Herbert. And with 9 minutes to go here in the opening frame, we are tied up at 1. Draw one by the Wranglers, and they will come back in. Here's Brett Weston, turns it over to Patrick Fougere. Fougere in the neutral zone, looking for an option over to the far side, intercepted. And now here come the Wranglers, trying to get right back. Alpendries into the middle, a one-timer, stopped by Poles. Here comes Tom Vanderlind, the Three Hills captain. Right up to Spiller. Spiller to Fougere. Spiller got it back, but he couldn't get a shot away. Now back the other way comes Caleb Berg for the Sylvan Lake Wranglers. Berg taking out the puck. It's Drew Hickel. Hickel to the near side. This is for Pat Fougere. Fougere over to the far side. The captain Vanderlind now. Tom Vanderlind from Spruceview. Get over the line. Knocked off the puck. Gets it right back. Hickel down to down. Comes to Fougere right out front. He missed it high and wide. Dylan Schoonert. He'll start back through center. Caleb Berg top line out there for Sylvan Lake. Now it's dropped off from Ryder to Berg. He couldn't get a shot away because he was tripped up. And the first man advantage of the hockey game will go the way of the Sylvan Lake Wranglers. It's going to be Spiller who's going to the penalty box. So the Wranglers an opportunity to get the lead back. Austin Caleb out there with Kyle Richmond and Tate Optendries. And the draw won cleanly by the Wranglers. A one-timer from the far side, but Greg Poles across to make the save. It was Kyle Richmond who got the shot away. Brandon Shearman and Donovan Tykroll out there to kill the penalty for Three Hills, but it's won again by the Wranglers. Here's Austin Caleb back to the line. Bennett held in though by Zach Daniels. One-timer! And it was tipped on the way through, but it goes just wide. Sent the length of the ice by Three Hills. Shea Herbert, like I'm in the heart of Quebec or something. It now comes into the zone. It's played out by Brennan Shearman. Herbert will leave it in the corner for Zach Daniels. Daniels will now go to Optendries. Optendries trying to snap around his man. Can't. Comes right out front. And there's Richmond scores. Good recovery by Optendries. He finds the man in front. It's Kyle Richmond. 2-1 Wranglers on a power play goal. As mentioned, it's been tough sledding for Sylvan Lake of late. They won 3 to start the year, and then they've lost 6 of their last 7. With the only victory coming in a shootout over Rocky. But you know what? They're off to a pretty good start here. Three Hills comes in, tied for first place in the division. And a couple of goals on Greg Poles, who's been tremendous in the Three Hills crease this season. And now over to the far side, here's Morrison. One chance, couldn't get it away. 2 chances, blocker save Herbert. And now another blocker save by Shea Herbert. Back to the line, Randy Hanger. Now Jesse Morrison trying to spin away from a check. Can't do so, taking a loose The loose puck taken away by Cale LaValle. And LaValle will put this to Kungl. Kungl over to Wold. Wold back to LaValle. LaValle starts out. Over to the far side, Sloan Garrity. Garrity deftly played by Taylor McCubbing, and McCubbing will come in. McCubbing on the far side. Out in front, Tyler Newsham, a real good look. But he's denied there by Herbert. Goes back in deep. Garrity pestered, but a good job on the battle there just to stay with it. 2-1 Wranglers lead. 2.5 minutes to go in the opening frame. Three Hills has it deep in their own zone. Tyler Newsham gave it up to Brendan Shearman. Shearman turned it over, but he got it right back, only for it to be taken right back away, and Dylan Schoonert has control for the Wranglers, trying to get this one in deep. Schoonert unable to get it in deep the first time, and the Thrashers will come back the other way. Tripped up there, at least I thought tripped up, looked like he was Phillips, but instead the Wranglers come back the other way. No call. Berg scores! Caleb Berg from Brayden Weston. Oh boy, Three Hills not going to be very happy about that one. A missed call in the neutral zone leads to Sylvan Lake scoring in transition. And it's 3-1 for the Wranglers here late in the first period. A little bit of home cooking here in Sylvan Lake. Draw one by Zane Bennett. Dayton Playford, the captain, starts out over the line. A long drive. I think that caught Greg Poles in the mask. Zane Bennett back to the line. Daniels. Now it's Playford. Now one-timer from the high slot. Zane Bennett. And it's stopped by Poles, and he's going to hang on to that as he freezes out with 21.1 to go. 3-1 Sylvan Lake leads here. Draw one by Bennett. Offensive zone for the Wranglers is turned back over, though, to Thomas Campbell. And Campbell will put this in deep for Three Hills. As the Wranglers come back the other way, but time will expire. We are going to the second period in the home side. The Sylvan Lake Wranglers have a 3-1 advantage. As the Three Hills Thrashers, tough start for this one, that's for sure. Early goal, and it was Brayden Weston that gets the Wranglers off and running, and they're certainly off and running now. 3 goals in the opening 20 minutes. Look at this little crisscross beauty. Caleb Berg makes it 3-1 Wranglers through 20 here in Sylvan Lake. 10-5 are your first period shots on goal. Welcome back inside Nexor Center in Sylvan Lake, Alberta. The Wranglers lead the Three Hills Thrashers 3-1 after 20 minutes. And the Thrashers outshot 2-1 in the period, down by a couple. There's a hard hit there, but knocked down. Vanderlind right in front, couldn't get a shot away. Spiller shoots it, good blocker, saved by Shea Herbert. And here come the Wranglers back the other way. Three Hills going to need a bit of a response period here, but now it's Weston to the net. He couldn't get a shot away. Great chance there from Weston. Berg spinning and firing now from the slot. Good save, Poles. He elects to keep it alive. Taylor McCubbing tied up in the corner. And McCubbing's got the puck. McCubbing now to Tom Vanderlind. Vanderlind starts out through center. Vanderlind tries to put this one towards the net. Bounces off a couple of bodies and goes in behind the Wrangler goal. Back to the line, Randy Hanger. Hanger tries to walk the line and get a shot away. Could not do so. Three Hills holds the line for the time being, but now here come the Wranglers out. Turned over just at the blue line. Three Hills back in possession over to the near side. This is Randy Hanger. Hanger now to Griffith. Griffith just outside the line over to Newsham. Newsham now to Morrison. Morrison right in the slot, taken away from him by Wade Lightburn. Lightburn transports this puck up to Brett Weston. Weston had it stolen from him, and now right back on the turnover come the Thrashers. That's Jesse Morrison, who goes high and wide. It comes off the glass and right back to Shea Herbert, who will cover that one up. 16 minutes, 3 seconds to go in the second period. Still a 2-goal Sylvan Lake lead, 3-1 for the Wranglers. trying to get back to their winning ways from the start of the season. As mentioned, they can just count one victory in their last 7. Here's Austin Caleb shooting, blocked away there by Greg Poles. Wranglers also try to sweep the season series from Three Hills here. Here come the Thrashers back in. A long drive. Good stop made there by Herbert. Brendan Shearman trying to get this one in deep. Can't do so, and retrieved out of their own zone by Wyatt Sawchuk. Sawchuk took a hit in deep by Tate Optendries. Optendries took it out front. Couldn't get a shot away. Ty Newsham's got it. Newsham took a bump, and now here's Optendries to Bennett. Bennett shoots, blocker, save in tight by Poles. 14 minutes to go here in this second period. But here come the Three Hills Thrashers on the attack the other way. Brendan Shearman, he's been red hot. Centers it out front, denied with the blocker was Tyler Newsham by Shea Herbert. And now this puck will come up to Wold. Wold starts out through center. Over to Zach Kungle. He's right on top of the center ice logo. Comes out in over the line now as he's tripped up. Another Wrangler power play. They're 1 for 1. Cody Phillips going to be the guy who's going off. Caleb on the draw is won by the Wranglers. Optendries down to Richmond. He scored the power play goal for Sylvan Lake. But this one is eventually lifted the full 200 by the Three Hills Thrashers. Here's Richmond now over the line at center. Comes over the line far side. Richmond tries to drive wide. He comes right up front. Optendries. Not sure if that was stopped or denied. But now it's back to the line. Zane Bennett. Bennett far side. Chipped on goal. Great save. Poles. Now it's Caleb right out front. Backhand. A rebound. Optendries can't pull the trigger. One-timer near side. Richmond scores. Bending and finally breaking with the Three Hills Thrashers. It's another power play goal. Sylvan Lake. 4-1 Wranglers lead. Sylvan Lake hasn't enjoyed this kind of offensive explosion since their home opener, when they absolutely laid the boots to the Vipers 7-2. They find themselves up 4-1 on Three Hills now. Coming up, as I mentioned later tonight, Stettler is at Airdrie at 7. Next for these two teams, Mountain View will be here in Sylvan Lake on Sunday. Three Hills at Stettler on Sunday afternoon. That's the late game. Donovan Tykrobes starts in, and the Three Hills Thrashers have it now. Sharp right out front. Tanner Sharp trying to get one back for Three Hills, who now find themselves down by 3 with just over half of the hockey game to play. It's not a great spot to be in, to be honest. This here's Zach Daniels down to LaValle. LaValle nearly made it 5-1 Wranglers and really put the Three Hills Thrashers back on their heels. As now Thomas Campbell's tripped up by Peyton Wright, and Three Hills will go to a power play of their own. Chance to cut into this Wrangler lead here. Peyton Wright sits for tripping. Face off left side of Herbert, and it's won by Three Hills. Hickel right in front, stopped by Herbert, and he makes the save, and he will freeze that as well. Face off to the left side of Shea Herbert again. Only 7 seconds have come off the Thrasher power play. Cody Keith from the line, and seeing that one the whole way was Herbert through a sea of bodies and gloved that one down as the kind of sea just parted for Cody Keith. But wise to that one was Shea Herbert. Spiller on the draw to the right side of Herbert against Caleb Berg, and Berg wins it for the Wranglers. Comes over to Wade Lightburn, and Lightburn flings it the length of the ice. Now just half a hockey game to play. Here's Drew Hickel over the line on the far side. Tries to get around Zach Kungle. Hickel takes away. Hickel to the near side. It's now Shearman, who put up to the slot, intercepted by Kyle Richmond, and Richmond sends the length of the ice. Now Phillips Phillips got it up to Spiller. Spiller's going to come down the left wing. Spiller on the near side, looking in front, finds Shearman. Shearman, oh, he didn't miss it by much. Little move, backhand to the forehand. Cut it just a bit sharp and put it over the net. Three Hills nearly got one back there. Now Drew Hickel tries to split the D. He does, and he lets one go. Good stop made by Herbert. This one comes out front, and that was trouble for Herbert. Comes to Spiller. He shoots it through traffic, and a good stop by Herbert again. 6 seconds to go in the Thrasher power play. It is 8 minutes, 34 seconds to go in the second period. 4-1, Sylvan Lake leads. Sylvan Lake can win this thing, and then especially if Stettler pulls one out in Airdrie at the 7 o'clock game. I mean, that would just create chaos in the standings. As Red Deer will have gained ground, Sylvan Lake will have gained ground, Stettler will have gained ground. Everybody pretty much but Rocky and Pinoca will have gained ground in the north. And it would pretty much make wide open that first round bye that will go to the first 2 seeds of each of the divisions. As now it's going to be at the line, and Riley Griffith cannot hold it in time. It will be offside on the Three Hills Thrashers. Face off just outside the Wrangler blue line, 20-7. The Wranglers lead in hits. So maybe you look at a game and where it's gone wrong for you. You can pretty much run out of the building here if you're Three Hills. And you look at it, something little you can do to just get this thing turned around, start getting on him with the body. Here's Tungle now back to Wold. Wold through traffic, shot got blocked. Rebound comes to Randy Hanger, and Hanger got it up to Patrick Fougere. Fougere comes in, drops off Campbell. There's Thomas Campbell, shot it, and that one came off the end boards at a weird angle, and Herbert had to reach back to cover that one up. 5 minutes, 43 seconds to go in the second period. 12-7 face-offs favor the Wranglers as well. There's the Three Hills Thrashers win a draw, rebound, Sharp! Good stop by Herbert, was just sitting there, and Caleb Berg got it over to Dylan Schooner. Schooner tries to get that one into the offensive zone and let somebody skate onto it. They couldn't. Kungle comes over the line now, and now it's Braden Weston. Trying to center that one out front. Comes off a body and goes right to Greg Poles, who freezes it. We had a lot of flow to this game earlier on. Now it seems to have ground to a halt. All kinds of whistles going on here. Face-off will come to the left side of Greg Poles. Sylvan Lake's offensive right. Draw one by Schooner. Schooner in the Wranglers control. As Kyle Gray has it tied up in the left side corner. The right side corner, excuse me. No, that's right, left side corner. I'm super smart. There's a penalty's coming up. Meanwhile, the Sylvan Lake, Pat Garrity, hands on head on the bench. Didn't like it at all. Kind of looks like Pat Garrity. Guy on the left at least does a little bit, eh? Maybe? Dylan Schooner going to the penalty. Yep, that's a hold. You can't do that. Puck's nowhere near him. Dylan Schooner goes to the penalty box. Chance to get somewhat back in this thing. Cut the deficit to 2 here for Three Hills before the end of the second. Actually, a pretty important power play. Now here's Drew Hickel right in the slot, taken away from him by Kean Bowen and sent the length of the ice. Here's Cody Phillips. Has it, goes up the far side. Hickel now over center. He's knocked off the puck. Comes Playford now to Ryder. Ryder, instead of clearing it, tried to make a pass, and it's intercepted, and now in come the Thrashers. Turned over. This might be a problem here. Here's Phillips from the line. He just missed it high and wide. Bowden Ryder gets this one out but not down. Brendan Shearman. He comes over to the near side. Cody Keith. Now it's Drew Hickel. Hickel comes in over the line, knocked off the puck. 50 seconds to go in the Three Hills man advantage. As this puck will be dug out of the corner by Phillips, and finally he can't maintain it anymore. Finally flung down the ice by the Sylvan Lake Wranglers. Down in the last 23 seconds of power play time for the Three Hills Thrashers. As I said, it's an important power play for Three Hills. And now it's done loose by Phillips. Right in front. Great reaction save. I think it hit something and got through. Deflected, but able to be kept out by Herbert. Vanderlind's got him out of the net. One-timer Morrison denied. Vanderlind over to the far side looking for Fougere. But that puck gets deflected, and out come the Wranglers. Hard hit, though, on Peyton Wright right in front of the Three Hills bench. And now here come the Thrashers with it here. It's going to be into the middle for Fougere. Stopped by Herbert. 55.4 seconds to go. That was an important penalty kill for Sylvan Lake. I mean, Three Hills gets one there. It's a 2-goal deficit, and you still got a whole period to go. To take a 3-goal lead to the third period here, that being said, there's still a minute or thereabouts left. That's a big coup for the Sylvan Lake Wranglers. Penalty kills look good thus far. As here comes Caleb Berg over the line. Berg trying to step around his man. He finally does. Right up front. Braden Weston got a shot away. I don't think it got onto Greg Poles. And now here come the Thrashers. Riley Griffith in over the line. Griffith looking to get a shot away. Cannot do so. That will do it for the opening 40 minutes of this one. We go to the third. It's 4-1 Sylvan Lake. And the Three Hills Thrashers, well, you figure you probably got to have the early one at the very least. You got to have the next one if you're Three Hills. The only goal of that second. Kyle Richmond, second of the game, second power play goal of the game. 4-1 Wranglers lead. Shots in that period a little better for the Thrashers. They outshoot the Wranglers 11-7. Coming up next, Stetler is at Airdrie. The draw is won by Sylvan Lake in the offensive zone as Weston tied up on the far side. Now stretch pass. Vanderlind able to stay on side. Vanderlind, Fougere. Vanderlind turned over, and now here comes Dylan Schoonert back the other way. Dropped off the puck, but the Wranglers stay on side. Here's Braden Weston trying to get a shot away, but instead he's tied up in behind the goal. And now Weston's got it out. Weston looking for Berg. Knocked away and intercepted. Here's Tom Vanderlind. Vanderlind knocked off the puck. As Weston is tripped up, and the Wranglers will go to the power play here. Ryan Spiller for tripping. Spiller gets a stick into the legs of Braden Weston, and the Sylvan Lake Wranglers probably a chance to put this thing on ice. Kyle Richmond, 2 power play goals already, and he's out there on this man advantage. It was Randy Hanger as he starts out through center. Hanger now to Donovan Tykerobe. Tykerobe tied up, and now it's knocked out by the Wranglers. Over to the far side, here's Kyle Richmond. Richmond in the middle, Caleb trying to go back to Richmond. Could not do so. Donovan Tykerobe flings this the full 200. It's grabbed out of his own zone by Zach Daniels. Daniels down to Richmond. Richmond knocked out the puck, and here's Caleb, a shot. Good save made from a long way out. He sent the length of the ice by the Three Hills Thrashers. Now his puck will come up to Caleb. Caleb into the middle, turned over. Cody Keith. Keith a short-handed chance. He shot it high and wide. This puck rims around the glass. Comes to Tate Optendries. Optendries right in the middle. Richmond trying to get a shot away. Couldn't. Caleb does. Stopped by Poles. He holds on to that. Big stop by Poles. Keeps his team somewhat alive in this one. There's a big hit by Donovan Tykerobe on Zach Daniels. 26 seconds to go on the Wrangler man advantage. Here's Schoonert now to Berg. Berg over to the far side. Braden Weston banned. Weston's got it back. Now Berg shoots it. Good stop by Poles. Ryder turned over, and it's going to come back the other way. Cody Keith. Keith now over the line, trying to get this one in deep. Can't do so. Wade Lightburn now to Braden Weston. Weston start right in. Weston in. Weston makes a move and shoots, and a good stop made by Greg Poles. Ryder now at the line. Down the boards, Caleb Berg. 15 minutes, 25 seconds to go here, third period. Still 4-1 Sylvan Lake. Over to the far side it will come. That's for Spiller. Spiller looking to the middle, finds Wyatt Sawchuk. Lets it go from a long way out, easily denied by Shea Herbert. And now it's Schoonert. Schoonert comes in. Oh, he took a shot right in front of the penalty box. What appears no worse for the wear is Riley Griffith through center, trying to get this one in deep. Cannot do so just yet. 14 to play here in the third period. Jesse Morrison. He's looking to get it in. Comes to Newsham. Newsham right in the slot. Griffith can't get a shot away. Newsham does, stop by Herbert. Herbert came across and made the big save. 13:28 to go in the third period. Three Hill still down by 3, but a couple of chances in this third. Figure maybe you score one right away here, give yourselves a fighting chance. But right now, Caleb Halliday, slow Garrity, shot got blocked by Brian Beaulieu. And now here's Spiller through center. Spiller takes it over the line, far side. Spiller, he has Morrison. Morrison shoots! Stopped by Herbert once more. Morrison denied both of these last couple of chances he's had of recent. And now it's Patrick Fougere on the draw left side of Herbert against Austin Caleb. And the draw won by the Thrashers through traffic. Gray let it go. It got blocked and came into the corner. And Tate Optendries will come back in. Optendries, 12 minutes to go. Stolen from him by Brian Beaulieu. Now here's Ryan Spiller. Spiller tries to put this one in deep. Now it is, that was Kungle. He was tripped up. And the Silver Lake Wranglers will go to another power play here. So Ryan Spiller going to the penalty box. Not the best night for Three Hills here. Just haven't been able to really get their feet under him. Seems like just your typical road game. You know, Silver Lake scores early and then you're just chasing it. And they got it tied back up, but it wasn't tied for very long. And now the Wranglers have a chance to plunge the dagger, with Richmond having a chance at the hat trick late in this game. Daniels from the line. Daniels lets one go, and it hits the post! Zach Daniels nearly plunges the dagger through the heart of the Three Hills Thrashers. But it stays out, and now maybe a 2-on-1. Richmond on the far side. Optendries takes himself. Richmond back to the line. Zane Bennett. Bennett shoots wide. Caleb jamming away from the short side. Stopped by Poles again. Now trying to get this one out. Optendries backhands it. He couldn't get it to Richmond, I guess. That one goes high and wide. Kyle Gray, pestered by Richmond, comes to Hanger, and Hanger clears. 45 seconds to go in the Wrangler power play. Here's Tate Optendries. Optendries over the line. He's got Richmond. Optendries fires it. It goes wide. This puck sent into Daniels. Daniels now to Austin Caleb. Caleb now to Bennett. Bennett tries to step in. Who dropped it for Richmond, who let it go on a glove save by Poles. 11 seconds to go in the Wrangler man advantage in this one. Although it's probably over already, a power play goal certainly would have been the icing on the Three Hills cake, and they've done a good job to kill it thus far. Meanwhile, the Wranglers still have a couple seconds of power play time, but now they will not. Taylor McCubbing will club that one the full 200. We are back to 5-on-5. You're going to look at this one, you're going to say penalties are probably a big factor for Three Hills. 2 power play goals. Without those, it's a 1-goal hockey game right now. But here comes Cody Phillips, meanwhile, through center, taken off the puck by Caleb Berg. Berg now, he starts right back in. Taken off that puck by Tom Vanderlind, and now here comes Three Hills. 8 minutes, 15 seconds to go here in the third period. Trying to knock his man off the puck there was Phillips. Berg tried to get it in deep, but he took a shot. That wasn't Berg, excuse me. It was Wade Lightburn. But here comes Cody Phillips back the other way. Lightburn knocked off the puck. Phillips right out front to Tom Vanderlind. Vanderlind could not get a shot away. He's pestered as he lets it go. That puck comes harmlessly as it could to Shea Herbert. He will hold on. 7 minutes, 23 seconds to go. Time certainly running shy on Three Hills here. 7:23 left. You're down by 3. Not impossible, but also odds don't look very good. Meanwhile, Beaulieu gets a shot toward the net. Blocked, though. And now here's chance for Vanderlyn. Backhanded. Denied in tight by Shea Herbert. Here comes Peyton Wright. Right over the line, over to the far side. Garrity. Garrity to LaValle. Back to Garrity. Scores! Goodbye, good night, game over. Garrity's plunged the dagger. It's 5-1 Sylvan Lake. Sloan Garrity on a give and go with Cale LaValle. Little to no chance for Greg Poles there. And you got to respect the fact that LaValle might shoot it. Of course, he dishes to Sloan Garrity, and Garrity makes no mistake. 5-1 Wranglers with 6:35 to play. Peyton Wright will also get an assist on that one. And the Sylvan Lake Wranglers will get off the schneid of sorts here, and in a big way. Three Hills came into this one tied for first place in the North Division, but the Wranglers have scored in bunches and scored early and scored often. And it's 5-1 now in the third period. All that's left to do is let these chickens come home to roost. And it'll be 3 points for Sylvan Lake in the standings. Meanwhile, a big hit down low on Zach Daniels. He pops up, no worse for the wear, and Sylvan Lake probably just going to try to stay out of the excrement here and nurse this thing home, as here come the Three Hills Thrashers. Taylor McCubbing, a one-timer there out front for Jesse Morrison. Back to the line hanger. Now Griffith got a shot away. Good block by Dayton Playford. Here comes Zane Bennett. Bennett over the line. Bennett tries to center in front. Can he? Finally does! And a good stop there, I believe. That was on Richmond, who was looking for the hat-trick goal. Couldn't get it, though. And now here's Morrison right in front. Drive, rebound, scores Brendan Shearman. He's got his second. 4 goals in 2 games for Brendan Shearman. And likely, Brendan Shearman's just a day late and $1 short. In that one, his team's down 5-2. 3:21 to go. As here come the Wranglers back the other way. Denied their entry is Kungle, and back into the neutral zone it goes. Now Kungle's tied up. But hey, you know what? You get a quick one here for Three Hills, and maybe it's a game. Long shot denied there by Poles. This one will be in deep. But you can score from 200 feet away. Well, you can. It's not very likely, though. As here's Caleb on the far side. Final 2 minutes of regulation coming up. Now stolen by Brendan Shearman. He's got both Thrasher goals tonight. And now he's stolen from him by Zach Kungle. Kungle back to the line. Knocked off the puck, though, and taken away by Wyatt Sawchuk. Sawchuk goes to Cody Phillips. Phillips has knocked off the puck. And now it will come to Sawchuk. Sawchuk to Ryan Spiller. Spiller trying to carry this one in. Cannot do so. The Wranglers have it in the neutral zone. Now it comes to Tate Optendries. Optendries on the right. Knocked off the puck. And now maybe a break for Fougere. But Fougere just couldn't get that one into the right spot. And finagle it to get away. But here's Spiller from a shot. The shot from distance. Good save. Denied. Right pad by Shea Herbert. 33 seconds to go. Things all over but the cry, and the Wranglers 3 points in the standings, and big ones at that. With only 2 victories in their last 7, none of them regulation victories. You needed this one, especially a confidence-building win over a Three Hills team that's shocked the world and is in first place. Now here's Richmond for the hat trick. He's denied. Bennett the rebound denied. Back to the line. Now it's Kean Bowen. Bowen to Richmond. He backhanded it wide. Richmond just can't buy the Hattie tonight. Shot denied, and this one's done. Wranglers 5, Thrashers 2. Sylvan Lake celebrates the win. And it's a big one. And you'll salute the crowd here. Here's Brett Fox. off-ice captain slash mascot slash all-round good guy. Waving to the crowd, sending them home happy. Sylvan Lake pulls off the victory, scoring early, scoring often. That was Sloan Garrity on a 2-on-1 late when we thought maybe, maybe Three Hills could make a push. That's the one that really said, you know what? No, they cannot. Brendan Shearman scoring that one just comes a day late and $1 short. But the Sylvan Lake Wranglers, this is the one that ends up your winner, Caleb Berg. 5-2, the final. Let's take a look at your 3 stars. Braden Weston is your 3rd star tonight. A goal and an assist for him on your Friday, and he is your 3rd star. I think I referred to the Airdrie-Stettler game at 7. It's at 8. I'm too used to the schedule from earlier this week. Caleb Berg, he is your 2nd star. This game started at 6:30. Don't even know the time. And your 1st star, Kyle Richmond. 2 goals for him, including this one on the power play in the 2nd period. If you want to talk about no chance for a goaltender, that's the one. 5-2 is the final. Let's get you a look at the scoring summary. 31 seconds in, Braden Weston gets us off and running. Caleb Berg, Dylan Schoonert get the assist. At 11 minutes, Brendan Shearman ties it up for Three Hills. Cody Phillips and Cody Keith get the apples. That's as close as Three Hills would come in this one. Kyle Richmond at the 15-minute mark. Tate Optendry, Zach Daniels get the assist. Caleb Berg at 18:55 from Braden Weston and Dylan Schoonert. It's 3-1 Sylvan after 1. Kyle Richmond adds a power play tally in the 2nd period from Tate Optendries and Austin Kalev. And then Sloan Garrity, he puts this thing on ice. 5-1 Wranglers in the 3rd period at 13:25 from Caleb Alley and Peyton Wright. Brendan Shearman scores well into garbage time from Tyler Newsham and Jesse Morrison. 5-2 your final. Thanks for tuning in. 8 p.m. puck drop. We will have the Wranglers taking on the Stettler Lightning.